It's Facebook Live time. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. Wait a minute. It's Wednesday. Am I really supposed to be here? Oh, I'm just correct myself up. It's Wednesday, but I am here because tomorrow I can't come on at 7, so we just pushed it up a day. So here I am, Wednesday, 7 p.m. It's my Facebook Live for the week, and hopefully we'll have people joining in because, it's not my regular time. And I see some people have joined in. Yay, chime in, tell me you're here. Thanks for joining me on a Wednesday instead of Thursday. I am actually traveling tomorrow. I'm going to visit my daughter in West Virginia. So I'm going to be in the car at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and I will not have access to my stamping things to show you guys. Hey, Carrie. So good to see you this past weekend and spend time together. I loved that. Carrie and I were at OnStage together. So today's Facebook Live. Hi, Sylvia. Thanks for joining me on a Wednesday. I have a little bit of a recap and highlights of OnStage. Not too much, but I want to share with you some of my loot because that's always such a fun part of going to these events. And some announcements, and then also a project demonstration. I'm going to show you one of the projects that I showed at OnStage. Actually, more than one. I think I have 2 or 3. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday night. So where do I start? I have so many things to show you. So just before I launch in, just want to say, please share this video. You could share it now or share it later, and comment and let me know what you know of things as I say them, and tell me what you like when I share something. And what else? So I'm just going to start sharing. All right, so you guys know that I did a presentation, and I had really the honor of sharing a stamp set and framelit set that was, it's a bundle in the new annual catalog designed by a fellow demonstrator, Mary Ellen Byler, who was able to design it when she reached her $1 million sales milestone. So that was pretty amazing. I was pretty anxious going into this presentation. I've never spoken to this large a group. It was 1,100 people at this event. The most I think I've spoken to is maybe 60. So, but I did practice a lot. So I really feel like I knew what I was going to say. And in the end, it was just kind of amazing. It was really an amazing experience. And lots of demonstrators there that I knew from other parts of the Southeast. And I can talk. And some of my team were there. And everybody was so incredibly supportive. I can't tell you, I just was like, I've never felt so much love in my life. People were really sweet and warm and encouraging. And so anyway, it was just an amazing experience. I would totally do it again. So I am actually going to share a video of my presentation at OnStage sometime within the next week. It may go live sometime this weekend. I just have to get the time to kind of, put it into a form that feels right to put it on YouTube. So it will be on YouTube. If you subscribe to me, you'll see that there. Hi, Fran. Thank you for sharing. And I see you're from Florida. That's awesome. So let's see. So anyway, yeah, it was amazing. So look for that video if you're at all interested in hearing my presentation. Okay, so things. So quick little updates and news. So if you get my newsletter, you know that the retiring list is out. You probably, if you have anything to do with Stampin' Up!, you might have known it before I sent it out. And I sent the retiring list on Monday when it came out. And there were some issues because the list was a little bit misleading in some cases. So there's a whole bunch of sets that are carrying over, that are going away in the clear mount and the wood mount style of stamps. And wood mount are going away completely, and so is the clear mount actually. So Kling is going to replace that, and they'll still have photopolymer, but the Kling mount stamps are carrying over. So there were a bunch of sets on that original list of retired items. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Sandy. that there was no indication on the list that they're actually becoming cling and that they're carrying over. It made it look like they were just retiring. So anyway, in my newsletter today, I sent an updated list, and on that list, there's items, line items that are highlighted, and those are the items that are going away in wood or clear mount, but staying in the catalog in cling mount, so they'll be returning. So they're going to be they're going to sell the clear and the wood mount until they run out, and then they'll start selling the cling mount, but they will carry over. So kind of an important thing, and I think it might have caused some confusion for people. So just want to make sure that's clear. All right, so let's see, retiring list. And if you have anything on the retiring list that you want, I recommend you get it right away, because those things go fast and they're only available while supplies last. So don't delay on that. Alrighty, so I want to show some of my goodies from OnStage for fun. Now, some people, I didn't have any time to do swaps, but some people just gave me some, so that was really sweet. So I wanted to share those. This was from Lee. I don't know her last name. Kaiser, I think. And then I had a fellow demonstrator from North Carolina. She gave me all 3 of her swaps. I mean, I didn't even ask her anything. She didn't even show me. Anyway, this is backwards. Let's see. Can I make it go right way? I'm getting brave doing this. Okay, yay, there it is. Isn't that pretty? And this stamp set, what's it called? Incredible You, I think it's called, is retiring. So there's that. And then this is done with the celebration paper, which of course is already gone, but that framelit that's made with that is staying around. So that was another swap that I got for free. And that was Cheryl Snow, one of my fellow NC demos. She was very sweet. She gave me this one as well. So people are so sweet at these events. If you're a demonstrator, you know that. And it's just, like I said, never felt so much love in my life being, a presenter, but there's just a lot of love there anyway, in general. So I actually compared it to, I felt like I was among all these sisters and mothers and grandmothers who were just showering with love and lifting me up. Just supporting me in my presentation. It was really quite a phenomenal feeling. Okay, anyway, last but not least, Cheryl shared this with me. Now check that out. Is that not the cutest little thing? Now check out the back. It's like a tiny little backpack. So cute. And that's the Gingham Gala designer paper. So I thought that was super fun. Okay. What else? Okay, so the staff wrote me this as a little thank you for doing the presentation and signed it. So there were a bunch of staff there, and they were amazing. The Stampin' Up! Staff are really just amazing. And then I also got to go to my very first Center Stage event, which is you can only go to if your title is Silver Elite and above. So this was the first time I had gone to that event, and they gave us a special gift. It was in this really lovely I think it's a leather pouch, and it's got all these cool pockets on the inside, and I actually literally just noticed all the pockets inside. I'm like a pocket fanatic. Is anybody else out there a pocket fanatic? Purses have to have at least 10 pockets or it's not an acceptable purse. So, so I'm going to like that little pouch. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet. And then did I show you the punch? I don't think I did yet. I was so excited about the pockets, I forgot the punch. So this is a new punch that's going to be in the catalog, so that's fun. So that was our gift at Center Stage. Okay, and then we made a bunch of projects, and I actually had one of my team who was not able to come, and so I got some of the projects done, but I was trying to stamp and prepare stuff for her to take home as well. So at a certain point, I kind of just got tired. So I stopped making them. So I'm going to show you pictures of the projects we were supposed to make that I still have yet to assemble, but I will. So this was one of them. This is all, of course, new product. And this element, let's see right there, the flower, is a vellum. So there's colored vellum in the new annual catalog, so that's super fun. And the papers, oh my gosh, to die for papers in this catalog. I mean, they do such a good job. So check out this one. This is the paper that was for this card. It's like a watercolored, like Monet, like Impressionism. And then the backside, you see that? So comment, please. Tell me what you think as I'm showing you some of this stuff. I'd love to know what you guys think. So that's one of the projects we had to make. and I will make it, and then I'll get to show you the real thing. So the second one was this one. So this is wonderful stamp set now and bundle that has this lighthouse, sort of a realistic image, so just beautiful. And then this one, now I actually got, since they gave away, they let us take and share all the products that were on the table that we were using for the make and take. So, you know, they told us to do it in a certain way and pick a number and, you know, who got to go first and all that stuff. But I was lucky enough to get the coordinating set that goes with this stamp set. And it's just, oh my gosh, the samples I've seen are just amazing. I'm not normally like a this style bird kind of person, but I just think it's so pretty, and I've seen so many pretty things with it. So I'm excited to have that stamp set. And then this is one of the designer papers. This is the one that goes with the card that, oh my gosh, I'm all backwards, that I didn't get to make. So anyway, pretty papers. I have placed my pre-order because as a OnStage attendee, we get to do a product purchase premiere order. So only people that attend the event can actually do that. And then all other demonstrators get to order, pre-order the beginning of May, and customers get to order starting on June 4th. So it's really fun to be a demonstrator, get stuff early. So this is another one of the projects, super fun, another kind of crafting oriented project, and fun, festive designer paper in there too. You can see I stamped it, but I didn't color it in yet. So I got some playing to do, and I'm going away this weekend, so I might just have to take it with me and like do the assembly and the coloring while I'm gone. So, okay, so they did announce a special paper pumpkin kit. It's called Hugs from Shelley, I'm pretty sure, Hugs from Shelley. It was in my newsletter today, and they gave us this stamp set, which is, I believe, in the kit. Pretty sure. I didn't see all the parts and pieces. And then they gave us this cute little project to make, which I did actually manage to make because I put a picture of it in my newsletter. So it's super pretty, kind of vintagey looking. So now to sign up for that, to get that, the Hugs from Shelley kit is only in the month of, let's see, it's May. So you have to sign up by, where are we? April? Yeah, May. Do I have that right? No. Yes. By May 10th. So the 10th of the month is always when the cutoff for either signing up or dropping from Paper Pumpkin. So in order to get that that Paper Pumpkin kit, the Hugs from Shelley, you have to do it by the 10th of April. And there is some talk of it running out. So you may not want to delay if that's something that you're interested in. So let's see what else to show you. Okay, so more that they gave us. So there's always a prize patrol, and I was lucky, I got to be a lucky announcer of a prize patrol at the end of my presentation. So that was super fun. You know, you get to drum roll and all that good stuff. So, and then this was one of the giveaways that everybody got, this Daisy Lane stamp set. And it came in a really pretty bag, which I forgot to have here. So I guess I'm not showing that today. And then this was actually prize patrol. I got this birch background, which I really am excited about because it looks very versatile and natural, and I like nature. So they also gave us these folded folders. Anybody else like to organize? So the theme of them is that, I guess that suite, and I think it's called the Bird Ballad Suite, and that image there, that's actually the Magnolia Lane, I think it's called. Anyway, so they're really pretty, and who doesn't need more things to get to organize themselves, right? And then we got this great notebook as well. And, you know, I'm always writing down the dimensions of my projects and trying to keep track of them. So I'll be using that probably for that. Eventually, it even has, what is it called? The paper with grid lines. Graph paper. There you go. I'm remembering the word. Okay, so last but not least, the all-present giveaway at the very end was a full pack of 12 by 12 paper. And I forget what it's called, mosaic something. And anyway, you can get the gist of it. So it's very mosaic-y. 4 by 6. It's a specialty paper. I don't know if you can tell that it's shiny. Can you guys see that? I mean, it's just so pretty. I love it. So fun. And then I also got this punch. So that was one of the things on the table that we used for one of the projects. And this lovely lace trim. I love the lace trim. So I'm going to be able to color that with my Blends alcohol markers. I've done that with our current lace trim, which is now going away. So more fun. Okay, and do you want to see the front of the catalog? I can't show you inside, but I can show you the front. And I still have the camera turned so it looks the right way. So If you're a demonstrator, you're able to see the PDF of this now, unless you went to the event. One of the great things about going to OnStage is that you actually get the lovely catalog in your hands to, you know, go through the pages and see what you love. So it's super fun. All right, I know that was kind of a long time talking about all that fun stuff, but comment and let me know what you think. I think because I'm got the camera face, I can't see any comments. I don't know if you guys are making comments. Oh, I see that there are comments, so I've been missing them because I had that, you know, it flipped, so I wouldn't be backwards. Am I still flipped? Let's see if it, no. So these are my official notes for the day. I'm still flipped. I'm getting very casual in how I do my planning for these. Okay, I'm going to flip it back because then otherwise I'm kind of all backwards when I try to do other stuff. All right. What else? Oh, so I think the next thing I'm really ready for is the project demonstration. So you guys ready? I'm going to flip the camera and yes, pretty catalog. Hi, Sue, welcome. And pretty papers, yes. I'm going to catch up on the comments later because I know I missed a bunch because I couldn't see them scrolling through when I was in that reverse mode. So let's see, is there anything else I should show you before I paste the camera down? How about I show you, I'm going to show you the stamp set and the framelits. So this is the To a Wild Rose stamp set. Of course, it's backwards, but I'm telling you the names so you know you can read backwards. And then these are the coordinating framelits. So I've used a bunch of them. Not so much on the projects I'm showing you today, but some of the other ones, which I'll be sharing eventually. So this is what's called a 2-step stamp set. And it's actually more than 2 steps, it's 3 steps. But basically, the idea is that these images layer over one another, and the same with the leaves. So you can get a lot of depth to your image, and also it's a distinctive style, which is this very realistic kind of style. And that's kind of, I guess, a new trend these days. And the sentiments are just amazing. They're wonderful. It was actually Mary Ellen Byler came up with the sentiments, and they were inspired by her Stampin' Up! Journey of 17 years. So she's been a demonstrator for 17 years. So pretty cool. Hi, Patty. Welcome. So anyway, those are the goodies that I've been getting to play with over the last six weeks and not been able to share. So it is so awesome to be able to share all this stuff. It was amazing. It was like cathartic to get up on stage and to show everybody all this stuff I'd been working on. And I actually only showed about half of what I had made. I did share on Sunday a project that I made for my team. So that video is on YouTube if you want to check that out. It was kind of a multifaceted project. The idea, it's a stamp case, like a thick stamp case. The idea being it's a case for people to bring cards that they're going to write when they're traveling, because I do that all the time, and it's, you know, keeps them nice and safe and you know, not getting roughed up and stuff by being in a baggie or something, which is what I've always done. So anyway, go check out that video if you're interested in that project. That was the team gift for those who attended with me at OnStage, my team. Alrighty, so you've seen the stamp set. Now I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to show you some fun, some goodies, what you've been waiting for. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's my roughy notes. Okay. Hi, Pam from Alabama. Aw, thank you. Appreciate that so much. I don't know if you were here when I said, I just felt so much love from the audience and from my fellow demonstrators in North Carolina and all over the Southeast. Everybody was there. Never felt so much love in my life, I don't think. You know, walking through the audience afterwards and, you know, just people making comments and stuff. It was really just makes me choked up just thinking about it. It's so sweet. Alrighty, so I'm going to show you one of the projects that I made there, and one of the things I talked about was the idea of the beginning casual and avid crafter, and that's kind of just, it's important for us as demonstrators to know who our customers are and what they need and to not overwhelm them. And this stamp set is really very much geared towards the avid crafter, and part of that is because it's got all these layers that you can put on top of one another. So it can be a little bit challenging. So my first project, this was my beginner card. And on this one, I've only used one of the rose images in here. So I've used this one right here with some balmy blue, and then I've stamped the leaf off to the side, just one of the leaves, that one, and then the center. So for a beginning person, stamping images side by side is a whole lot easier than one over the other. So I'm going to give you a tip for how to use this set if you do want to layer the images one over the other. That really has helped me a lot. So this is my beginner card, because it's, you know, basically 2 techniques or whatever, just basic stamping, and then I've done some sponging. So when I mount my stamps, I mount them strategically. So thank you, Fran. Glad you like the colors. So I mount them so that I can eyeball that the image is mounted in the same way on each block. So you see that little petal right there. I don't know if you guys can see it so well. And it's also on this one. So actually when I mount them, like I'll mount one of them, I label what the top is, and you can do this with any stamp that's a 2-step. And then what I actually did was I took this stamp, laid it over the top right here, so as if I was stamping right on top of it. Oh, dang. Okay. Right there. Try not to drop your block. And then I got my top there at the top, and then I just lay it right over the top, right? And then try to get them apart. But that way I know that they're mounted in the same way. It just makes it a little bit easier to find where to position the rose, which, like I said, can be a little bit challenging. So I've got 3 layers: the line art image, the sort of fill-in image, and then the sort of background image, all 3 of those. Hi, Kathy from Missouri. Hi, Patty Bennett. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the tip. That's great. So anyway, so this was one of the projects I shared at OnStage, and I'm going to actually do it in a different color scheme, and I always kind of joke that I can never do the same thing twice, at least, so I have to change something up. So I am going to do it in the purples, and one of the things that I showed at the OnStage event was how to make your own ink pad. Now I'm not going to show you that here because I actually talked in detail about that in my video that I published on Sunday with the team project. But I'll just show you, this was one of the make my own ink pad versions that I shared in the video on Sunday. And I like to label them, put them in my stamp cases. This is just simply a piece of felt. And then I've applied re-inkers in the way that I want them to appear on the stamp on the felt. I can re-wet this with some water or with some re-inkers if I need to, and hopefully wetting it with a little water today is going to do the trick because I forgot to add ink to it before I got on today. So you never know. But you can reuse these again and again. So I've got it labeled. I can put it in my cupboard and reuse it again and again. So just going to open that up, and I know what colors are on there. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So for this next card, now you'll find with the make your own ink pad option that it just kind of steps up the project a whole lot without making it more complicated. So just once you make the ink pad, you're set to go. Now it actually looks like there's quite a bit of ink on there. I'm going to test it on my paper first. See if it looks juicy enough, and actually it kind of does. I think I'll just add just the tiniest bit of water just to kind of refresh it a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my stamping. So here we go. Isn't that pretty? Do you guys like those colors? Purples are one of my favorites. And if I know well enough, I think my friend Patty Bennett on here is one of her favorites too. I think you are a purple lover if I remember this. Comment and let me know if I'm remembering that right. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Highland Heather, and I can either stamp it off or use full ink. This image is kind of designed to look like it's in the background. You think you missed it? Why am I making a pad instead of using a pad? Well, because I'm going to get 3 different colors in that image instead of just one by using the multiple colors. And they're in concentric circles, so it ends up, I think, looking really pretty and dynamic without having to work at it real hard. No purple for you? Red, orange, yellow? Okay, well, geez, I'm remembering wrong then. Dang, hate that. That's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take this second image and go right over the top. Now this one I'm just using the Highland Heather. And I'm gonna actually stamp it off because I want it to be kind of pale and in the background. It's a pretty strong color. And now here's the trick of finding my position. Now I generally know how I positioned it, but I'm just looking to line it up. And it probably would be fine even if I didn't get it perfectly on there, but that's pretty darn close. And you see how it gives you a lot of depth and dimension by having that image in the background. Okay, I'm going to stamp that one off too. I'm just going to do all 3 of these. Now I've done a version of this purple one with the 3rd layer on it too, and I'm just going to show you that one. So now I've got my roses, and I'm going to do a center also in this time with the Highland Heather. And I'm using the ink pad for this one as well. And I found, especially with this particular stamp, that I got better kind of resolution on the image when I used an ink pad versus my homemade ink pad. All right, so it's always good to ask questions, and because if you don't follow me, then somebody else probably doesn't follow me. Questions are a good thing, so thank you for asking, Patty. All right, so next I'm going to come in with my Granny Apple Green, and on my original version, the one that I just showed you a second ago, where did I show you this one? That is Pear Pizzazz and Balmy Blue, and then Blueberry Bushel in the center. So I'm, of course, mixing it up because I have to. So I'm using this. This is actually my favorite leaf in the set. It's kind of got the most kind of texture to it. And I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping. So I like to do a leaf and then do the second inking as well. And the only problem with it is you just got to make sure that you don't get that line. And that just gives me a little bit of dimension in the background. Okay, so. Isn't that leaf just gorgeous? And then in the Granny Apple Green, it just, oh my gosh, just makes me crazy. It's so pretty. Anybody else love that green? And I don't know, these images are really pretty too. So pretty in the green. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more over off to the side. Alrighty. Now I'm going to show you one of the other ones that I did. And it involves that secondary image, the 3rd image on the top, and a few other steps, which I'm not going to actually do here on camera. So I'm going to just bring this in because I've used this image here from the Timeless Texture set, which is actually retiring. Can't stand that it's retiring because I really like this set. Has so much great texture to it. I know. Oh, you love the colors. Yay! I'm so glad you like it. So now I'm going to just have you compare, right? So we've got this one that's just the 2 rose images, one layered over the other, the one leaf. And then I did this one. And this one I've added the white heat embossing over the top. And then, of course, I've sponged with the crumb cake and then done some crumb cake dots with just that tiny little image right in there. I use that a lot. So I'm going to miss that one. And then on the back side, I've done something similar. So they're closer, where I did the specks in there just to kind of fill things out. So now I want you guys to vote. Which of the 3 do you like the best? So I can only use one side of this one. So the complicated one with multiple steps and the most layers, the next most complicated, or the simplest. So I can give you guys a chance to respond. Oh, yay. Yay, love the colors. Love, love, love. I love that. Okay, do some hearts. I love when people do hearts. Now's your time because I'm trying to kill time. Trying to delay a little bit. Okay, so I want to show you in the meantime while I'm waiting for you to respond. So I see Patty, I got 1 vote for the simplest. Second most common. Okay, cool. So we've got 3 simples, 1 second. Okay, it looks like the simplest is winning the bet. Ah, Carrie, I love it. You love purple. I love purple too. Okay, so I see I'm going to keep watching a little bit. Okay, cool. I love that. Thank you guys for all chiming in. So this is my stepped up version of the blue one. This is also done with the Pear Pizzazz. I did show this on stage this past weekend. I used the Make My Own ink pad, but with the blues. And this homemade ink pad is done with the Balmy Blue and the Blueberry Bushel in the center. And then, of course, I did some sponging and heat embossing there. So this is obviously more steps than the other one. Yay, hearts! I love you, Patty. That's so awesome. Thank you for doing hearts. That's the most hearts I've ever gotten. Did you hear me say at the beginning that at OnStage, I don't think I've ever felt so much love in one place at one time. It was really kind of amazing and almost addictive. I was afraid I was going to get so depressed when I came home, but I didn't. I was good. Never fear. All right, so this was my second, my stepped up version of that original card. And then I forgot to show you guys the one in the middle. So this was the first, the beginner. This was the next level of card in the blues and greens with just the heat embossing on the rows, not on the leaves. And then the third one was this. And all pictures of all 3 of these are going to be on my website because I'm going to do a blog post, as I always do, after my Facebook Lives. So I think I saw the most votes. Oh, you're in the garden. What a good place to be. It's probably beautiful there. Springtime in California. Of course, it's always beautiful in California, but I miss California. Used to live there. That's how I met Patty Bennett. Okay, so moving right along. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the simplest version. And I'm going to add some adhesive to the back of this. And I've done basically a simple layout, the same as my second version. I just finished that adhesive. And I like to sometimes add my adhesive ahead of time so that you guys don't have to watch me do so much of that. So this is a trick I love to share. This is just a plasticized piece of paper from some adhesive that I got sometime somewhere. I'm not sure where. And then I just save these. So when I put adhesive on it, I have a surface for it. It won't stick. And it works really well if you put adhesive on something by accident early, prematurely, and you still need to stamp something on there. So I think it's like one of the best tips ever. So make a note. It's pretty cool. So hi, Mary. Welcome. All right. So now I've attached that. And now I've got my card base all set. And I'm going to take that away. I like when I have a clean workspace, so I decided to bring that one little piece in, make that a mess, and then I got to take it away. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and attach my focal piece on here. I love purple and green. So not just purple, but I love the green too. Okay, and then I did a sentiment piece, and I played around with doing it in silver, like this version. Yay, more hearts. Thank you, somebody. So I did the sentiment in silver here with a piece of silver foil in the background because I was trying to bring in some of the silver of the ribbon. But I felt like the white was kind of better with this one. So anyway, I did put adhesive on the back side of my sentiment. Heat embossed it, of course, before I went live. Let's see, trying to get that on there. Square. And then I've got adhesive on the back side of this too. So I do have one question for you guys. So, do I need silver anywhere else? Do you think I need like a rhinestone or something? Or maybe this should be down here since that's where the open space is. Oh, dang. All right. Deciding. I'm just going to put it where it was. Okay. Do I need silver? That's my next question for you. So I have my rhinestones over here. Let's just see what they look like maybe in a few spots. Where is my paper piercing tool? Okay, paper piercing tool. So let's just see. Where would I put rhinestones if I was going to put some? Does it need silver? Keep it simple. Okay, that's one vote. Anybody else? I'm not going to attach it. I'm just going to put it on there because I just got to see. What else? Probably put it like in the middle. I don't know. Keeping it simple might just be the way to go. I think it could go either way. I'm looking for comments. Oh, you loved purple and green when you were a child. Well, I'm still a child. I liked it when I was a child too. Oh, that's funny. So you don't still love purple and green, Sylvia? All right, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it simple. So there we go. So I got a few other quick ones to show. So I will put these guys out just for fun, so you guys can kind of feast your eyes on them if you wish. So one of the other things I showed was, well, I didn't actually show this, but it was on the display board. But this one uses one of the die cuts, and then I've used a little bit of the silver thread and ribbon in behind. And so I just wanted to show this because it's a nice, it shows this sentiment, which I love. It's a beautiful sentiment. And I love all the sentiments. So the front of my project this weekend, I think I have to show you, is blessed to know you. So I feel so much like that with, oh, maybe white pearls. That's a good suggestion. I might have to play with it off camera and see what I come up with. So anyway, so this, blessed to know you, blessed to know all of you, to my team and fellow demonstrators. I mean, it so speaks to the Stampin' Up! Experience and journey, and then this one as well. Just great sentiments. So that's another one. And this one is with the blue, make my own ink pad. And then this one I did with watercoloring, and part of because it's copper, embossed with copper embossing powder, and then watercolored with Mossy Meadow, and then Balmy Blue and Blueberry Bushel. And Mary Ellen Byler specifically wanted a set that she could do watercoloring with, so I just felt like I had to do that. And now I feel like I need to meet that woman since I've I'm playing with her art. So anyway, there are my projects. So my blog post will go live tomorrow, and I'll have the video up on YouTube for this. And I invite you guys to share, and I'm just going to turn the camera to my face again just for a minute before I close. Yes, isn't the copper embossing just beautiful? I love it. Okay, let's see. Get this baby. Got to undo the little toggle thing, and then it's all loose and stuff. Okay, so I'm back. Here's my face. Okay, so just some closing reminders. So share this video, please. I would love that. Thank you so much for considering doing that. I love it when people share it. And watch for my presentation video that I'm going to put on YouTube. My team member, Melissa, also named Melissa, she did an awesome job of videotaping it. She like zoomed way in on the camera, and then she kind of moved back and forth a little bit to show the big picture of the stage and some of the things that they put up on the screen as well. So she did an awesome job. Thank you, Melissa, if you listen here. And then if you are interested in retiring products, definitely go check that list out and make sure to get those things before they're gone and before it's too late. So I'm probably forgetting something, but then, there's always next week. So next week I will be back on Thursday at 7 p.m. my regular time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. I don't know exactly the date off the top of my head, but next Thursday. So I'll hope to see some of you guys back then, or all of you. It would be so much fun. So thanks for joining me today, and have an awesome evening. Bye. Love you.